So I've complained a lot in the past about games made with the Unity engine, but the truth is a lot of big, cool games that we all know are actually made with the Unity engine, like Rust and Kerbal Space Program and Hearthstone. You just don't see all the Unity branding on them, and you don't see the default launcher that a lot of Unity games have. And I think these big developers that use Unity actually know how to tweak it, how to optimize it, how to make it work great, and don't just use all default assets. I am going to play a Unity game today that I think has done a great job at being a Unity game. It's a game that came out in 2007, long before the days of Greenlight. It's actually a game that went on sale a lot back in the day for like $1, and a lot of people would buy it, keep it in their inventory, and gift it to other people. It became kind of like a cultish hit, I want to say. It's hard to explain. Let's just check it out. Secret of the Magic Crystals. Let's just start this bad boy up, and I think you can tell this is going to be good. So some special meteor hit the atmosphere of Earth, and it chunked up in a bunch of stuff, and our grandfather found 2 of the things, and he's like, hey, these are pretty cool. They give special powers to horses, and let's be a girl, and I don't know how to say that name, so I'm just gonna name my horse Betty. Sounds good. We actually have to wait 40 seconds for Betty to grow up, so I'm just gonna speed this part up and brush her down a bit, and boom! Betty is full grown, and now we can buy her some fanciful things to wear. Let's see what we got here. I like the donut. Let's go with the donut. And buy it, and Betty seems to agree. Donut is the way to go. Let's just go ahead and speed up the rest of this equestrian fashion. There's a lot of different categories you can buy things from. Shoes and glasses. All sorts of ways to pimp out your pony. And let's take her and get some new shoes, because Betty needs a new pair. Well, now we have to memorize this stuff here and click on it on this little anvil so that we can craft Betty a new pair of shoes. And now we get to do some blacksmith revolution. All we have to do is hit the corresponding arrow keys as they come towards the anvil and start to spin, and we shall craft our horse some fanciful shoes. And I'm guessing the better we do, the better they turn out, but Betty don't seem to mind that they aren't perfect. So let's go to the corral and see what we got here. There's 4 different things we can do here. Let's check this out. It's called dressage. If you don't know what it is, well, basically it's fanciful horse walking. And much like the crafting of our horseshoes, we just hit the buttons as they come up. When they start to spin, we hit them, and the better you do, it'll say in the left-hand corner if you did good, if you did perfect. And let's see what else we got here. Sledge pulling. It's great. Now there's a lot of pumpkin motifs going on. Even though it's past Halloween, I think the holidays kind of extend past the holiday, I guess. I'm guessing that the pumpkins are there because of some kind of an event that has occurred. I can only assume that a Christmas one will be coming up. And here's the forest course, and I'm not going to show the obstacle course because it's really similar to this, except for instead of jumping over some wooden logs, you jump over like actual horse obstacles. Betty's tired, so she's gonna drink up. Keep drinking up, Betty. I want to see that little bar on the bottom fill up, so I know that you're ready to do some more stuff. Now let's see if we can make some money with Betty. And we've got some requests here to go plow the neighbor's field. That sounds great, and I'm gonna speed it up because once again we have to wait. We gotta wait a while. And here comes Betty. Betty has fallen ill. Oh my gosh, she does not look very well. So we shall take her to the barn and use the stethoscope to figure out what's wrong with Betty. And the medicine costs 100 gold. Well, that's great. Let's give her medicine. Here you go, Betty. Now that we've spent all this money on medicine, Betty really needs to work harder and get us some money to earn her keep. Can't be buying all these fancy donuts and stuff. Whoa, they have multiplayer racing? Well, we're gonna do single player. And actually, it's a DLC to do these races, which I am fortunate enough to have. Turns out that all you do is hit left and right. There's no gas or brakes on your horse. All of these horses look super fancy. I hope that Betty can win the race. It's gonna be real tough though. And here we go. So when I first started racing, I just used the arrow keys with my right hand, which I've said in the past, I'm not a big fan of using the arrow keys for directions, and I in fact had a huge problem doing so. I don't know what's wrong with my right hand. It likes using the mouse. It does not like directing things, so just some weird movement going on. But then I figured out that I could use my left hand on the A and D buttons, and wow, after that, you can see my lead in the upper right hand corner is pretty dramatic. Betty ended up winning by a lot, and we got a trophy and a bunch of money, but that's not enough. So let's put her in this competition here. Of course, she has to go off for 40 seconds and do it by herself, and let's just cut to her coming back. And she's back, and she's sick again. Unfortunately, there was no cure, so I sent her to the dog food factory.